Hi YouTube, welcome back to MLK Info, and today I'll be tackling the most frequently asked questions that I get. Now, before I begin, a quick disclaimer: I'm not a licensed immigration consultant, nor am I an immigration lawyer. I'm just someone that's been through the process and I'm sharing my experience. So, if you already have a master's and still don't have enough points to come in on express entry, then you still could pull this off, not having to do a PhD just to get a study permit. It might be tricky, but still doable. You could present the case that you're now at a different phase in your career and you've branched off into a part of your career and require some sort of training. Then the one-year postgraduate certificates could make sense. I know some people that get rejected because they were applying for a postgraduate certificate and they already had a master's. But I think with these types of things, you have to be strategic. Now, these one-year certificate programs are very good. They're cheaper and they do get you employment if you play your cards right. Then you'll be closer to your goal of becoming a Canadian citizen, yay, and enjoying all the benefits that come with that, including free healthcare. Who doesn't want that? Some people don't like free healthcare, but I think it's a good thing to have in your back pocket. And if you don't like it, you can always move to the US and live and work there as a Canadian PR or citizen. It's a win-win. Now, there are so many programs to choose from, and this week I have focused on Manitoba because their immigration pathway is easier than some other provinces. Look them up on IRCC website. I'll put the link in the description. I also have an Excel file with the one-year postgraduate certificate programs. I always advise you do a program that has a co-op if you can. Co-ops are a great way to gain work experience before you graduate, and don't be lazy. You have to look for these co-op opportunities yourself. Most one-year programs cost about 16 to 17,000 Canadian dollars, which is less than the US and the UK. No, you do not have to pay this tuition upfront. You just need to put down a deposit in some cases, not all. But before you begin the program, you will have to put down the first semester tuition, which is half. In some cases, it shows how serious you are if you put down a deposit before you apply for your visa, but this is not mandatory in many colleges in Canada. Absolutely. Before 2022, Canada allowed international students to work only 20 hours a week. That was tough for many, but now, especially after COVID, they have made it so you can work full-time as you study. Now, it isn't easy, but if you need the money, go ahead. Application fee varies with colleges. I've seen it range from $95 to $200, and this fee is non-refundable, so make it count. Because that means if you don't get in or you don't get the visa, you don't get it back. You can defer to another intake, but you don't get it back. For the colleges in Manitoba I did research on, one was $150, the other was $190, and the third one was $200. Do you need an IELTS test? On every college website, there's a list of countries that are exempt from doing the IELTS test if they have received their most recent education in that country, whose official language is English. So check those out. You might not even need to do the IELTS test. Seriously? This is 2023. Nobody does paper applications anymore. Anyway, some people do, but I think that is a terrible idea. It's easy to make a mistake with paper applications. With online applications, when you miss a part or input something the wrong way, it will alert you. And after the pandemic, nobody wants to receive papers from other people's homes. About accommodation, there are options. Live on campus and pay over $1,000 a month, or you can look for rooms for rent. It's half the cost of living in a dorm. Okay, now on to my favorite part, because I like to make money. When have you ever heard anyone say it's easy to find a job anywhere? Finding a job, a good one, is not easy in any country in the world. Okay. With a one-year program, I have a strategy that worked for me. Number one, hit the ground running. You only have about 8 months to secure something. As soon as you get in, reach out to student advisors responsible for helping with resumes and cover letters to make it suitable for the Canadian job market. Reach out to companies to see if they have co-op positions available. Network with the right people. Many people get jobs through referrals. What I know for sure is Canada is in need of qualified people to work and pay taxes, so there are always jobs. Don't make one resume that you throw out to 100 job applications. Narrow it down and really tailor your resume to suit the job. The resume has to match the job post with keywords. You have to write a cover letter and you have to write it well because that makes the employer get a feel for who you are. Work on your communication skills. Employers don't want to work with people they can't get along with. So let's get to work. See you in the next video.